Good morning, Greg here. Burn at both ends. Burn on the front end of Monday. We are in week 6 of iCore. So iCore is this tech transfer training that I'm taking, a DOE-funded tech transfer training around lean startup model. So we're learning that. We're learning about customer discovery interviews, business model canvas, the ecosystem. Yes, the ecosystem. That came out kind of funny. But anyway, really excited for this program. We're kind of toward the end here. Last 2 real weeks of work, and then the final week, week 8, and we're back in Denver. Just sent out the request to book my travel for that last week. Flying out on Monday the 23rd. So really excited to wrap things up. Well, I mean, not excited to wrap things up, but excited that we're moving through this program. And I think that our team is doing a great job with it. So I'm excited. I'm excited about what we're learning about, what we're understanding about our technology, where we think we can take it, and should be really good. I'm heading to Semicon West this week. This is a big semiconductor conference here in San Francisco. This is one of the luxuries about being so close to SF. Is a lot of big events come through SF. So really lucky to be so close. And of course, this event is like at the Moscone Center, and so it's really easy to take the BART train to hook it up. And then the other thing about iCore is, we continue to get support from the people that we interviewed, right? So these are people that we literally just met and asked for 15, 20 minutes of their time. Usually they give an hour, and then on top of that, some of them go above and beyond. And we have people emailing us saying, "Hey, I thought about this as well. Maybe you should talk to these people. Hey, I thought about this. Here's an intro to that person." And it's just amazing how people want to help, and how just completely grateful we are about all this help that we're getting. So really cool. Other things going on. So I got my success journal is really rocking and rolling. Really keeping me on track. I really like it. And I think this might be a super short post, because it's just pretty much it's like head down and just get to work. I'm psyched for Monday. Did some prep last night. Gonna crush the week, and got the HBD project. So it's interesting. We're seeing some delays in that project, even though the drop dead date for starting has not moved. But there was some challenges last week on the operation side of this facility. And what happens when we get those challenges is it pulls people from my project to solve those problems, which is totally appropriate. But at the same time, my project suffers a little bit, and so we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully they really got into it and they solved some problems, and I can get my folks back. And I got to really start thinking about if they're still in problem solving mode, I got to think about how I can backfill. To collect some resources so I can keep moving my project forward, so that way we don't slip, because there really is not a slip option here, because we start our project when a bunch of folks from the facility go away to a conference, and so we have this golden week when no one's going to be around, where we can just get to work, because we got to demo some hardware and install some new hardware. So that's a great time to do that work, because the system's going to be down at that point in time. So we will see. We'll see what happens. This is one of the challenges where I work about being a project manager is, I'm in charge of the schedule, but I'm not in charge of the resources. I request resources, but I don't control them. So we'll see. So, for example, I can make a request and it can just go, "Sorry, we can't give it to you." And then the only real option there is the schedule slips. So we will see. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that we can find some folks. I hope that they've solved the problems from last week, and now I can get my folks back, because that's really the best thing. Because bringing on brand new people like we're kind of toward the end of the project here, is tough because of all the learning that has to happen. But we'll do whatever it takes. But yeah, at the same time, the schedule is the schedule, and if I don't have the resources, it has to push out. So we will see. We'll see what happens. I think that's about it. So this channel is all about my journey in life as an aspiring entrepreneur, the things I'm doing, things I'm pushing on. I'm excited to let's see. So for some of my side hustle. So let's see, what do I got in there? I got my nonprofit widget. So did hear back from Peter. So we're going to rock and roll with some training in August to get me going. I've executed the agreement, so that's a huge success step. As far as some of my tech transfer things that I'm trying to push on the side, those things are largely on hold until the end of iCore. So it's kind of cool. Like once August begins, that really starts a transition for me. I'm going to get into this new project management role at work. A bunch of projects are going to turn on at that point. iCore is going to turn off at that point. We might have still a few some straggling customer discovery interviews, because as we're setting them up, we don't want to say no to people that want to give us their time. So there might be a few interviews in August, but essentially the program is over at that point. So so it's going to be really cool. So the end of July into August becomes a real nice transition period for me. You'll see a transition in my posts here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what I want to do, and and then mid-August we execute this HBD integration, which should be a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun, a lot of gratifying work. And then I'm going to really start ramping up into these new projects that I've been awarded this project management role. And so my contract's been extended. I'm psyched about that. And and then turn on some of these other kind of side hustle projects. Really excited to get those going. So, and we'll see how the channel changes. I'm looking to turn on my Instagram in a big way. I'm still ENSing, so hitting that ENS party July 31st, and so that should be great. In New York City. So I'm excited to go back to New York. And then I'll see my parents at the end of the month for a week in South Carolina. So a lot of good things going on, a lot of fun things, a lot of hard work. Seeing a lot of the fruits of a lot of hard labor, which is great. Great to see that, right? It's important to see that stuff. So I know. So anyway, I will stop there. Yeah. So this channel is all about my journey, the things I'm doing, the successes, the failures, the struggles, the things I'm still working on. Because there's certainly that list. And so subscribe. If you like what you hear, ask questions down below. Ask me for help. I would love to help. I want to be of service. That's a big piece of what I'm doing. I want to help, so please reach out to me. Let me know how I can help you. And so I will stop there. Also down in the description, you got some links to some motivational videos, some motivational sites that really have inspired me this year. Really getting into those. You got some music down there. Things I really enjoy listening to. The beat in the background's an Afrobeat inspired by Fela Kuti, something I wrote. G Money's my alter ego. I write these drum beats. I've been drumming for a few decades, so really get into that. So check them out on SoundCloud if you like that stuff. And that's about it. So it's Monday. Go out and crush it. Light it up. And do great things. Inspire folks. And I will see you this evening.